Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Saturday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault, every single morning. Every single morning, you get this podcast, the Daily Juice, on BettingPros.com. Always found on YouTube with the video and wherever you get your audio podcasts. We are always being brought to you by BetMGM, that $5 bet, $100, Juice 100, the promo code, and you guys will get yourselves a $100 in free bets if any team scores a touchdown, side total, whatever you bet on that game, $5, you win $100 in free bets. Juice 100 when you sign up for a new account with BetMGM, BetMGM.com. All right, so some nights and some games and some teams you just can't get right, and that is what Iowa is for me. Down one unit, 0-1 in the night. Parlay, I don't play it, but the parlay didn't hit either. I was way wrong on Iowa because the turnovers continued and continued and continued. Interceptions and fumbles and just a pathetic, awful bet. My bad. Awful read. Bad bet, awful read. Okay, so I'm not in love with my bets for today. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't love my wagering, but I'm going down swinging. There are certain Saturdays in the college football season that really make or break your football betting. And for me, this is going to be one of them. And I've got plays that you guys know. I've got two bets I'm going to add here to the card. And we are rolling into, with three bets already that I've told you about. Alabama minus 14. Arkansas plus 18.5, and Notre Dame plus 3. All right, those plays are all still going and are all still live. I have two more college football bets to give you guys coming up here, and I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I've got quite a bit of money invested in this, and I could go down in flames. So just a heads up, there are days when you walk in and you're like, gosh, is my handicap right? I think so. I thought my handicap was right with Maryland. And you start to go, question yourself a little bit. So just a heads up, I might be halfway down a bottle by Saturday night going, what the heck did I just do? But that's betting, that's gambling, that's the fun of this ridiculous time. My bankroll might take a big smack in the keister today, if things don't go well the way that I want them to. But here is what Saturday is going to look like. We're going to do the Discord bet at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern. That is on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to get into that, all right? Or there's a link underneath me on YouTube to get in to the Daily Juice Discord channel. That is where you guys will vote. You are 3-0 in football season with the Discord bet. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's win some more money. You guys have been doing awesome with this. We crowdsource the bet, and we all get together, and we vote, and we go ahead and decide who is going to win. So that's cool. Then at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern time, we have a conversation about what's happening. Wait, is it 12? No, sorry, it's 12. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I get that confused. Noon, my time, 3 p.m. Eastern. The Circa Sports team conversation. Our 5 team members all get together, and we pick our 5 bets for the Circa. We are 6-9, right? I think that's right. We've gone 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. I think that's what we've done for 3 straight weeks. You guys can get some good information about maybe fading our picks or how we come up with and where we go. I've got some pretty strong opinions on picks that I've got going here for my Circa team, my other teams. So we'll bang it out, we'll battle, and we'll try to see if we can get a 4-1 weekend here for the Circa Million team and see if we can get some progress going with that and see if we can, it's not awful. You just got to tread water for a bit, and then hopefully you get very hot. So that'll happen at 3 p.m., okay? So it's 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern for the Discord channel conversation, and then 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific time on the Discord channel to determine and pick our 5 plays for the Circa Million for week 4 of the Circa Million. There's some very interesting numbers and lines for betting this coming weekend, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am vetoing anything on Patriots-Bucks. okay? Veto, veto, veto on it, okay? We are not taking anything with Tampa Bay and New England for that game on Sunday night. That is a stay-away game for a circa million play. But other than that, we're wide open. Good arguments. Rams and Cardinals, Ravens and Broncos, and just some very good games to break down and get into. Coming up later today here in the Discord channel. Okay, so that's where we're going to go. BettingPros.com/chat. Link underneath me here on YouTube to get in. All right, let's get to the two plays that I've got for you guys coming up here today. Michigan, Wisconsin. This number was originally with Michigan the favorite. It's been bet all the way. Opened up at -1. It's been all the way bet to Wisconsin -2. This thing might close with Wisconsin being favored by a field goal at home. Did you know it's been 20 years since Michigan won a game at Camp Randall? Oh boy, it's been a long time. This is one of those games where it's strength on strength, and I don't know if Michigan at 4-0, how good Michigan is. Wisconsin's 1-2, and Wisconsin has, well, they're mad. They lost at home to Penn State, and they lost on the neutral field last week to Notre Dame. Graham Mertz is bad. All right, not going to deny it. Graham Mertz has killed his team. We need Graham Mertz not to kill the Badgers again here today. Okay? The number's 2, Wisconsin -2. This is the number one or one of the top rush offenses in the country. 6.3 yards per rush for Michigan. Wisconsin's number 1. They're averaging 1 yard per rush given up. 1. That is I've never seen that before in college football. 1 yard. You don't run on these guys. Second best overall. 22.7 rushes per game. People are trying to run on them and they can't. They're giving up 23 yards per game on the ground. That's number 1. Michigan, 290.8 yards per game. That's 4th best in the country. What happens if Michigan can't run the ball? Then what? Well, we kind of saw it against Rutgers. Rutgers took away the run and forced the pass, and it wasn't all that pretty for Michigan. Cade McNamara didn't look that great. They nearly blew a 17-point lead. It was kind of scary for Michigan. It was like, wait, what's going on? Even Harbaugh said it wasn't pretty. So here's the thing. Can we have Graham Mertz not turn the football over? This offense, not good. 6 yards per pass play. That's 103rd in the country. They are averaging 197 yards through the air. That's 88th in the country. Not bad running the ball. 4.3 yards per rush for Wisconsin. That's 59th in the country. Michigan gives up 3.7 yards per rush. That's 48th in the country. Wisconsin does try to run the ball a lot. 47 rushes per game. That is 11th in the country in terms of what they're trying to do. They're running the ball about 200 yards per game. Michigan's given up about 131 yards per game. We need Wisconsin to run, and keep the football. And then we need this defense to jump around and have a ball at home. We need short fields. We need turnovers. We need punching the ball out. We need fumbles. We need a whole lot out of the Wisconsin team so they don't put it all on Graham Mertz. If they can avoid to do that, Wisconsin wins the game. I'm laying the 2, 4-1 unit. Wisconsin -2 at home against Michigan. Okay? I'm kind of ping-ponging here between favorites and dogs. I'm not taking all favorites. I'm not taking all dogs here, okay? So from a favorite perspective, I'm on Alabama -14. I'm on Michigan -2. From a dog perspective, I am on Arkansas plus 18.5, and I'm on Notre Dame plus 3. One more bet to make as to what will happen today with 5 bets in totality going on the college football card. Clemson hosting Boston College. Last year, this was a tight game. Last year, Boston College put the fear in Clemson. They almost beat them at Clemson. This time around, this offense for Clemson's broken. There's no other way around it. They're broken. They're averaging 12.7 points per game. That's 119th in the country. They are averaging just 226 yards per game. That's 126th in the country. They are only getting 3.7 yards per play. That's 124th in the country. Why are they 14.5-point favorites? this is interesting. Now, Boston College has had major injuries to a quarterback and a wide receiver, but they've become a rushing team. Boston College, 6.1 yards per play, 5.6 yards per rush. That is 11th best in the country. 11th best in the country. It's hard to run on Clemson. 3.1 yards per game. I get that, 26th in the country. Not easy to run on Clemson. Boston College is going to have to throw the ball, 7.2 yards per pass play. Not great, but not awful either. It's hard to move on Clemson. This is going to be a slobber knocker of a game. Okay, this is a grinder. This is a tough game. This is a 20-10 type of win for Clemson, okay? I could easily see an underplay come in here. I don't want to play unders, okay? The total is 46. That's so low. It's stupid low. 46, and we're catching 14.5 points in this. Man, look, BC has got to convert third downs. So far this year, 59.4% third down conversion rate. That's second best in the country, all right? They are extending drives. They're doing a good job of making teams and making defenses fight them, and which is great, all right? This is a rock fight. This is whatever you want to describe it, okay? Home field, and the talent will be there. But Boston College is coming in here with a ton of momentum off the win against Missouri. I just think BC's defense, they're really good, and it's hard to run on these guys. Boston College defensively, right now, they're giving just 3.3 yards per rush. That's 34th in the country. 97.7 yards per game given up. That's 21st in the country. People are trying to run on them, and they really can't. So you're going to put it all on DJ's shoulders for Clemson, and that has not worked out for Clemson's offense so far. 4.7 yards per pass play. That's 125th in the country. They're trying to throw the ball, but 138 yards through the air, that's 117th in the country. Like, their offense is just straight up broken, and it's because the quarterback isn't good. I'm catching 14.5 points. Boston College plus 14.5 on the road at Clemson. Night game in Death Valley. I like BC to hang around here. They could win the game outright, but I'm going to take the 14.5 points. BC at Clemson plus 14.5 points. All right? Wisconsin, -2 against Michigan, 1 unit. Boston College, plus 14.5 for 1 unit on the road at Clemson. All right? So to go through the whole card finally here, 5 plays, all 1 unit. This is a gulp day and Again, could be spectacular, or I could blow up and go down in flames and we give back everything we've made in college football. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But Alabama, -14. Arkansas, plus 18.5. Notre Dame, plus 3. Wisconsin, -2. Boston College, plus 14.5 are the 5 plays for the Daily Juice podcast coming up here on Saturday. I will talk to you for the Discord bet coming up on 8 o'clock in the morning, 11 a.m. on the East Coast time, and then we'll do the Circa Million conversation a bit later on in the day as well. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice podcast right here on BettingPros.com, always being brought to you by BetMGM.